Hey guys, it's Vicky, and today I'm here to share with you my summer TBR, all the books that I hope to get to this summer. I have 6 books that I'm hoping to get to, and these are separate from the books that I want to read for the Great American Read, the TBR I made for that. So overall, I have a lot of books planned for the summer, so we'll see how it goes. And side note, I have a shirt on. I know it probably looks like I don't, but I promise I am not doing this video in the nude. So I know it looks like I'm naked, but maybe I should just do this with my, there. Okay, see? Shirt on. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into the TBR. So the first book that I want to get to this summer is a sequel of sorts, and that is This Book is Full of Spiders by David Wong. And this is the second book in the John Dies at the End series by David Wong, and I read John Dies at the End in January, I want to say, the beginning of this year, and I really enjoyed it. It was right up my alley. It's horror and comedy blended together, really fun, and this book is the same way with the same cast of characters, so I'm really looking forward to getting to this one. And I also have the third book in the series on my shelves, so I would really like to knock out both of those books this year, so why not get to this one in the summertime? And also, it just has a really cool cover. I don't like spiders at all, so I think this book's going to be a fun mixture of terror and comedy. Next up, I'm hoping to read Vermilion by Molly Tanzer, and I just love this cover to start with. It's just really pretty. I got it in a Nocturnal Readers box, and it's actually signed too, which is super cool because I've never gotten a signed book before. So let me see if I can. Yeah, so there's her signature. So yeah, this one's been calling my name every time I look at my bookshelves. I'm like, I really want to read this. And it is about a girl named Lou, and she's a psychopomp, which in Greek mythology is a person who guides souls to the land of the dead or to the afterlife, and so that's what she is. And so because of this little profession of hers, she's a bit of an outcast, and she lives kind of a solitary life, and she hears about these boys that go missing, and so it's kind of a road story because she is living in San Francisco and she hears that these boys have disappeared, gone off to Colorado, so she is heading there to try to help out because she thinks that her expertise may be needed. And so it's kind of a road story, like I said, with that supernatural kind of twist. It sounds really cool. I've never read anything about psychopomps before. I'm not gonna lie, I actually had to look up what a psychopomp was when I got this book because I did not know what it was. So yeah, this sounds like it's gonna be a really cool story and a really nice summer read as well. Next up, I have Come to Dust by Bracken McLeod, and this is one that I think is going to be one of those books that has horror elements mixed with heartfelt kind of stuff. It's about a guy who takes in his 5-year-old niece Sophie when her mother basically abandons her. So he is trying to raise her and take care of her, and then she tragically dies. And around the same time, this weird thing starts happening around the world where children start coming back from the dead, and Sophie is one of them. And when they come back from the dead, they are seemingly, normal, like normal children, except obviously they look dead. They're like zombies. And they also have this eerie, creepy gift. And it quickly becomes a story about survival because he is trying to protect Sophie and he's trying to maintain a normal life with her. However, because of this odd phenomenon, it has created a rift around the world where some people think, hey, this is a miracle, these children should be left alone. It's a miracle that they returned. And then there's a whole other school of people who think they're abominations and they need to be destroyed. So it's like a zombie story, but with some heart, and I love books that do that. So I think I'm really gonna like this one. The next book I want to read for summertime is a thriller, and the last few weeks here I have been on a bit of a thriller kick. I've been listening to a lot of thrillers on audio, I think mostly because I put a bunch of them on hold on overdrive at the library, and they've all been coming in at the same time, and so I've been listening to thriller after thriller. So I'm in a bit of a thriller kick, and so I decided to try to read this one this summer, and that is I See You by Claire Mackintosh. It sounds like it's kind of like a stalker type of thriller, which is exciting. I haven't read a stalker type book since You by Carolyn Kepnes, and I really enjoyed that one. However, this one isn't told through the eyes of a stalker like You is. This is about a woman who, she is reading the paper one night, riding the subway, I believe, and she comes across this ad in the paper, and it has her picture in it, and it lists this website. The website is called findtheone.com, and she's like, what the heck, what's going on? And then every day she keeps checking it, and every day there is a different picture of a different woman, and then these women start being viciously murdered. So she's trying to figure out what is going on, who's creating this website, why is she one of the people on there, and she teams up with, I believe, a police officer, and they start trying to like investigate, and yeah, she's trying to figure out, is she being stalked by someone, like what's happening. So it sounds like it's going to be like a really fun ride, and I'm excited to get to it. And the last two books that I want to read this summer are graphic novels, because in the summertime I tend to like to read graphic novels just because they're short and sweet, and yeah, I like short and sweet sometimes because, you know, summertime gets busy sometimes. So the first one that I'm really hoping to read is the first in a series, and this is called Bitch Planet, and I don't really know much about it except when I read the back it just sounded really fun. It says, are you non-compliant? Do you fit in your box? Are you too fat, too thin, too loud, too shy, too religious, too secular, too prudish, too sexual, too queer, too black, too brown, too whatever it is they'll judge you for today? You just may belong on Bitch Planet. So this is book one, called Extraordinary Machine, and so it just sounds like an interesting book, and just kind of flipping through it, the art style is really cool too. So yeah, I believe there's 2, maybe 3 volumes of this, so I'm going to read the first one and see how it goes. And then the next one and the last graphic novel that I'm hoping to get to is another first in a series, and that one is Paper Girls Volume 1. And I've been really wanting to read this series because it deals with a trope that I love. As I talked about in my May wrap-up, when I talked about Summer of Night, one of the tropes that I just love is when there's like a group of kids trying to fight some sort of evil, and that's what this book, I believe, deals with. It's about 4 12-year-old girls who work a paper route, and they stumble upon, it says on the back, they stumble upon the most important story of all time. So yeah, supernatural mysteries, suburban drama, and like coming of age. And it takes place in the 80s, which is awesome. So I just feel like this is going to be right up my alley, and I really want to get through this first volume, and if I enjoy it, which I'm pretty sure I will continue on with the series. Alright guys, so those are all the books that I'm hoping to read this summer. Please let me know down below what you want to read this summer, because I would love to hear what everybody wants to read. And I'm really excited for this summer because I have these books planned, and then also the books that I want to read off of the Great American Read from PBS. So like I said in the beginning of the video, I have a lot of books planned, so I'm really hoping I get to them all. There's a chance I won't, but hey, I like to plan, so it's fun to make TBRs even if you don't actually read all of them. So anyways, I hope that you guys are having a wonderful week and that the kickoff to summer treats you well, because summer does officially start in a few days, so that's super exciting. And yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.